Hello, and welcome back to the showcase at Alden District Library. During the month of July, we have a historical photo display of the resorts and inns around Torch Lake from the late 19th century. The display is being presented by Helena Township Historical Society. In the late 19th century, the majority of people did not have the luxury of taking a vacation or of traveling to our northern lands. Only after train travel became widely available did working people have the opportunity to visit our area. Our first tourists. There were several local places they came and played, just as many people do today. Now, prepare to step back in time to more than 125 years ago, when Alden and South Torch Lake had both small and surprisingly large resorts and hotels. Dining rooms with tablecloths, china, and crystal, and screened porches for rocking and relaxing, and outdoor activities to suit everyone. Here we go. In the mid-1800s, Antrim County's lumber industry flourished, and with it, the need for temporary lodging facilities. In the 1860s, rudimentary roads were created linking towns to points on the bay and lakes where travelers could access steamboats. Once travelers were delivered to the area, their journey was completed via carriage or local stage lines, such as Campbell's Express Stage and Mail, that went between Traverse City to Charlevoix. By 1870, the first rail lines brought increasing numbers of lumberjacks, businessmen, salesmen, tourists, and area newcomers. As early as 1872, small hotels and inns opened in Elk Rapids, Torch Lake Village, Eastport, and along the shores of Torch Lake. As the number of tourists increased, these small hotels thrived. Tourism was first promoted by the rail lines as they developed routes and timetables for resorters wishing to escape north to the area's crystal-clear lakes. Around 1906, the Resort Special ran at least weekly through the season, bringing families from Ohio, Illinois, and Indiana for short or seasonal stays. State and local Chamber of Commerce offices promoted tourism to the area in the 1920s. However, not until 1926 were roads improved to facilitate tourists reaching their destination independently by auto. At this time, the earliest hotels at Torch Lake Village and Eastport declined, as others opened closer to Elk Rapids and Rapid City, where the rail line service increased. This display mentions those hotels and resorts for which there is record and known photos. Many other small resorts came and went through the decades and are not included. These first three inns were located along Crystal Beach Road at the south shore of Torch Lake. The first one is Persons Harbor Inn, later known as Watson's Inn. It operated from 1896 into the 1950s. Prior to the bridge that crossed over Torch River, George Persons had a barge he used to cross the river. He soon began a resort in small cabins along the river, and in 1896 built a two-story inn at the northwest shore of the entrance. It still stands as a private residence today. The second inn is Torch Lake House. It was a popular two-story resort and one of the first ones to have electricity in 1914. It had a capacity of 40 people and operated from 1906 into the 1950s. Next is Crystal Beach Inn with a capacity of 40 people, and it operated from 1915 to the 1960s. It was a well-known resort patronized over the years by many families who still summer in the area. This two-story frame building on Crystal Beach Road, just east of the Birch Street access to Torch Lake, included property across the road where the memorable proprietress Mrs. Tazy lived with her husband. The inn featured clay tennis courts, lawn games, and dancing. The dining room hosted popular Sunday chicken dinners featuring chickens raised on site by Mrs. Tazy. Their rates were $1.50 a day, $8 to $10 a week. In the 1960s, the resort closed, and was purchased by a local builder who erected 3 homes on the property. Here are salt and pepper shakers in a dish of Mrs. Tazy's from the inn. This map shows where the inns were located along Torch Lake. The 4th inn on display is the Main Hotel. It operated from 1889 into the 1950s and had a capacity for 20 people. Anticipating train service to Alden, Mr. John Main built a 2-story hotel with rooms, dining room, piano and victrola, a livery and stable. In the 1890s, behind the building, an opera house and 2 cottages on the shore were added. The rate in 1910 was $2 a day. The hotel was torn down in 1960 and replaced with the Alden State Bank. Next was the Smith Helena House, which operated from 1880 to 1899. It was a 2-story square building in Alden at the corner of North Lake and Helena Road. This cruet and salt and pepper shakers were from the Main Hotel. Before we review the rest of the inns, here's another look at the map. Here's a souvenir dish of Lone Tree Point in Alden, Michigan. The next inn we're looking at is number 6, Lone Tree Resort, which was also called White Gables or Gray Gables. It operated from 1897 till about 1950 and had a capacity of 50 plus people. It began as one log cabin, expanded to multiple buildings, cottages, and hotel building on the second point of the land south of Clam River. Rail trip from Chicago was $8. The resort's rate was $2 per day, and part of their advertising was no mosquitoes or no hay fever. This photo is a resort luggage wagon in Alden. It transported the baggage to resorts from the depot or the dock. Number 7 is DeWitt's Pleasant Harbor at Clam River by Dockside. It also became known as Campbell's, Fetz's, and Miko's. On this business card for the Lakeside Inn, their amenities list home cooking, good beds, no hay fever, no malaria. It states they're on Torch Lake, one of the most beautiful lakes in the world, 5 miles from Alden and 8 miles from Bel Air. They opened in 1915, had 9 tourist rooms. Then in 1958, it became a private residence of the Templin family. The 9th inn is the Pure Marquette Beach Hotel. It opened in 1904 with 100 rooms and a capacity of 125 people. This large resort building was located on East Torch Lake Drive, north of Clam River. It had 120 feet of frontage on the west shore of Torch Lake. Families would come for the season. In 1935, it was sold and became Junkers Resort and Cabins. In their advertisement, their rates were $2 a day, $10.50 and up per week, according to location of rooms. Table board of highest class. Here's a souvenir dish from Alden of the steamer Oddfellow on Torch River. This is a booklet of the Michigan East Coast Summer Resorts. Publication date unknown. If you like these old photos and want to see more, stop in the Alden Depot Museum where the past comes alive. The museum is open Saturday and Sunday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m., from Memorial Day through Labor Day. Here is their website and Facebook information. Please come back next month for a display of Great Lakes maritime history and memorabilia. As always, take care and enjoy the beauty and uniqueness around us.